Welcome back, Ken folks. LT here. I've been doing a bunch of stuff without y'all. I figure y'all were tired of seeing me cut down trees because I was tired of cutting them down. Here's 43 of those 22 footers. And there's 43 of those 17 footers. And that's a bunch of stuss in a Durango. Anyways, here's what that looks like. Been trying to get this inside dimensions of the cabin anyway. Kind of hard to do. I got 94 feet from that property line to here and 97 feet from that property line over to this side, and it'll be 6 inches wider. I've been mocking this up. It's all kind of hard to do by yourself. I got it pretty good though, within 3/8 of an inch. I think it's pretty in between square with the highway and the actual street up here. It's hard to tell. I don't have a transit or none of that, so it's good old eyeball. Anyways, I got this pad sitting right there. I mean, this ain't the middle, but you get the idea. It'll be 2 blocks high. I got all my recycled center blocks over here to scrub them down and washed them. Look pretty good. Them ain't your modern center blocks. Them things are heavy. Anyways, I'm gonna dig a trench all the way around the outside diameter and fill it full of gravel before I set the pads down to put the blocks on. With all that being said, I'm just going to go along and put this board on the mark on my string line and do a little spray paint. I got my string line kind of level, about as level as you can get with one of the bubbly things, to kind of, that way I can dig all this out and kind of make it drain this away because it naturally all slopes there. All that being said, I guess I need to shut up and get to work. Long-winded today. Dang, that boy finally got all them logs over there. I was about tired of watching him do that. Me too, folks. Me too. And the cabin's going to be 12 logs high instead of 10 like we originally planned. And I'm not doing gable logs. I'm going to do rough cut lumber on the gable ends. And I need to cut down 5 purlin poles. All that being said, I guess I need to get my stuff out of the way, go around. I'm just going to take that spray paint and spray paint next to the board, because I know if I got a string there, I'm going to end up cutting it or knocking the string off. That way I can just dig underneath it, and then I'll move this later. That way I can measure it with your tape measure to get this level on a grade so it drains. I would just sit them on the ground like that, but around here the ground's liable to shift or frost yak. I'd rather put some gravel underneath all these, even though it'll be kind of expensive. But just the outline will be gravel. I'll make it harder for critters to get underneath there too. I need to shut up and get to work. I ain't done nothing. Okay, folks, that's what that looks like. This be a trench all the way around there, 20 inches long, 20 inches wide. And the inside is 15 by 20. And if you're wondering how long the board is, it is 20 inches. And then from the inside there, 6 inches on that. So if it hangs in 6 inches, because most of the weight is going to be on the outside, the string line is the inside diameter. All that being said, I ain't looking forward to digging on this hard ground. I got some shovels and a stirrup hoe. Better shut up and get to work. I'm going to kind of dig this out and move it over here with the wheelbarrow, because this is lower on this side than it is that side. Is it square enough with the property? I don't know. We just need somewhere to live, right? I guess I'm going to start with that stirrup hoe. See what that does. Just for getting the grass off the top. Oh no, we hard as a rock, boss. Let me make a mark on my shovel so I know how deep. Just trying to have it like 2 inches deep. Yeah, that way you get an idea of kind of how deep we're going. Like it matters. There we go, kinfolk. Something like that. Just trying to get the topsoil off. It is hot today. It's about 90 with 99% humidity. Oh, what fun. All that being said, I don't think y'all need to see me struggle and sweat. Y'all get the idea. I'll show you the end result. Here we go, kinfolks. And that ground is hard as a rock. Got that done so far. I'm gonna try to keep it at around 5 inches, because this line is leveled all the way around, and I like the grade of it. It all kind of drains out the front, so it'll drain through the gravel and drain down through that ditch I dug a while ago. Oh, Wally goes over there. Anyways, I don't know if I specified on that or not, but yeah, the board's 2 inches bigger than the blocks, and it'll hang in 4 inches on that side of the line anyway. And I've done some more stuff without y'all. Been working on a driveway over there. Bunch of blackberry bushes I left. Because it all kind of drains this way down into the ditch. Last time I mowed, I come and knocked some trees down and mowed all this. Eventually it's going to be my driveway. I'm going to dump most of that dirt I dig out over here. This is where I dumped it yesterday. And up through there. Around to the cabin, because that's not my property over there. All that being said, I need to get back to digging. Logs and stuff. We'll get there slowly but surely. We'll have us a nice little house over here off the highway. That's why the land's so cheap, because there used to be a lake. Now it's a pine tree forest, and you get to listen to the highway all day. That's how a poor man can afford some land. Property values got to go down first. All that being said, I don't think y'all need to see me dig all this stuff. I'll let y'all know what it looks like when I get done. I'm going to keep it about 5 inches so the grade's level all the way around. Then we're going to take some of that landscaping material I got on the logs and put in my trenches and overlap about 2 inches this way. And then put the gravel on top. And then put the bricks on top of the gravel. But there ain't much topsoil, so I ain't really got to worry about that. It's all sand and clay. Mostly clay. Something like that. Just trying to get the grass off right now. And I'll go back and dig it down 2 inches deep. It'll probably only be 1 inch on that side. I have been just chopping it with the axe and then scraping the grass off the top. I got blisters, ball with it, but didn't no more blisters, man. Ow, man. Shit. Remember, I got the dang zoomies. Get it, rah, get that water. Huh? Get that water, boy. Yeah. That little thing's loud. Need a muffler on it. Alright, right. Yeah, they seem to be doing pretty good for chickens that didn't need an incubator. She hatched them all by herself. Some new additions to the homestead. All that being said, I need to get back over here, finish digging my trench for the gravel. I'll see y'all at the homestead. What you think about it, right? Yeah, that stuff's hard as a rock, ain't it? Hard as old rock. Anyways, rock ain't a mutt. He's a Irish Springer. All that being said, this is what that looks like. Hard pack, son. Ain't much topsoil, so I ain't have to dig that far. I'm gonna lump the gravel up anyway. Right now, I need to get this root out because it's gonna be right there where the pad is, or I'd leave it. Then I need to figure out where the center is and dig a little pad right in the middle. It's looking pretty good. My hand's looking pretty bad. All that being said, I need to shut up and get to work, huh, Kim folks? Ain't getting nothing done, all that talking. That looks pretty decent for now. I'm gonna have to pull all these stakes up. I need to find the center so I can dig a little spot for a pad right there. And then we'll dig a little drainage off to that side where all this drains. And you know what else I need to do? Shut up and find center. I mean, you could sit it directly on the ground, but as soon as that grass starts rotting underneath your pad, you're gonna have to re-level it in a year. So it's best to dig that out, put some gravel or sand or something underneath it. Y'all get the idea. I'll turn it back on and give y'all the finished product. Okay, folks, that's what that looks like. It's a little low right there and over there, but the more you mess with it, the worse it gets. That old hard packed clay. Anyways, all that being said, I need to dig a little drainage ditch so if water gets trapped in here, has some way to get out. I guess I'll come off this corner and go this way because it's kind of unlevel right there, and I got a ditch dug over there for drainage. Just go with the lay of the land, see what happens. Studs. I got studs and studs and the highway, and then yeah, homestead off the highway. Yeah, that looks better. Gonna be a driveway eventually. It could be already, but there's huckleberry bushes right there. I'd like to dig them up and put them right here. Ain't no way my truck's getting over there next to this ditch. Rut Rock said that's about all you're gonna get out of us today. Huh, Rut Ross? Yeah, that's it, huh? That's all you're gonna get out of me today. About had it with these mosquitoes and heats and stuff. All that being said, till next time, kin folks. LT out.